Hello. Hi, honey. Hi, everybody. How you doing? I know that the image isn't great. It's sun's behind us. Somebody walking up on us, Mom.
No, they're just walking.
Um, I'm trying to get my tripod set up. There we go. So today was a pretty good day. We got all the way here to the park in uh, Loretto, Loretto, Tennessee. It's It's a nice park. We got a pavilion that the sheriff said we could sleep in. It's connected to some bathrooms. It's got electricity, so we're able to charge everything up. Um, it was a 7.5 mile walk today. It was pretty easy. Probably about 8.5 after you consider that the road down to the park took kind of a long way around to get here. Um, but it's a nice spot. There's a kitten around here somewhere that won't let us help it, but it keeps meowing at us. So hopefully it doesn't meow all night. We threw some food out for it. Maybe it'll shed it. Molly's real good. She didn't limp at all today. Um, Tomorrow we got about a 9 mile walk to the state line, and apparently the church that my father set us up for staying at contacted some state troopers. They're going to kind of give us like a blue light escort sort of thing across the state line uh, into Alabama, and there's a uh, representative, a senator, I guess, that wants to meet me and Mom once we get there. They said that we got showers coming. They're going to feed us lunch and dinner and breakfast and and all that sound is really cool. Hey, Colonel Dave, that David William Dunn there. That's Colonel Dave. He put us up for 2 days and 2 nights. Um, Dave, the battery pack's holding up great, man. We just got it working. I mean, it was functional the whole time, but we figured out there's 3 slots on there. Each one has a different amperage, and we finally figured out which one will actually charge Mom's phone. So it's doing great. I really appreciate that. It's actually right here. Colonel Dave gave us one of these. I haven't looked it up or anything because I didn't really want to look a gift horse in the mouth, sort of a thing. But it's a 24,000 milliamp. Yeah, milliamp per hour, I guess is what it is. Um, Battery backup battery charger, and it apparently has the ability to charge Mom's phone up to 100% a half a dozen or more times. So that's awesome. I've got one for my phone, but since Mom joined me, we were having kind of a hard time keeping all of our devices charged up. She's got her tablet and her phone. I've got a tablet and a phone, and a stun gun, and several mods that go to my phone, and some lights that charge. So now it's a little bit easier to keep everything charged up. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So we're gonna get this escort tomorrow. It was gonna be a 15-mile walk, which Mom hasn't been exposed to a walk that long. So we were talking to the minister there at that church, and I don't have his name right now, but trust me, you'll get it tomorrow because we're gonna go live during the whole process. He said that he's going to get us to showers and get us some meals, and because the whole process may take a little while, from that point, we'll probably get a ride to the church so we don't have to walk out of our way to go to it. So that'll minimize the trip a little bit. We're going to have a nice long lunch in St. Joseph tomorrow to kind of take a break and re-energize before we continue. It's going to be a long walk, but we'll get through it. We'll just take a little bit longer than I normally would. That way Molly's good and Mom's good. And I haven't walked a 15 or a 20 mile walk in close to a month. So I'm not really ready for it myself either. Actually, that being said, Mom has done outstanding up these hills. She refuses to let me tow her up the hills anymore. She's making it further and further up each hill without us taking breaks. I kind of blame the brakes on Mom, but to be honest, they feel good when she makes me take a break. But yeah, it's an awesome thing. We both have a little bit of a stomach thing going on right now with some residual. Maybe we had a little food poisoning from Pizza Hut the other day, or maybe they poisoned us because we.
They put soap in the
we think they put soap in the noodles, the pasta that we got from them, because we've had, both of us have had tore up stomachs, a little bit of poopies, the squirty poops.
Too much information.
Yeah, I know, that's too much information. But you guys watch so that you know what's going on, and that's what's going on. But we feel good. I mean, we don't feel sick. It's just a digestive thing. So the sheriff, there's a town in Alabama called Killen, 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 and the sheriff here is a descendant from the Killen family, and the sheriff is the one that gave us the permission to stay here in the pavilion. We set up our beds on the table so we don't even have to put our tents up. Somebody said, why soap? It's because we made them mad. We ordered a pizza. I called them, ordered the pizza, and the girl that was on the phone, I think, was a little bit inept or new or whatever, and she didn't get my name, and she didn't get my phone number, and she wrote down the wrong room number, and they claim that somebody came and knocked on the room 123. We were in 124. But, you can hear people knocking on the door next door to you, and it turned out that room was vacant anyway. There wasn't even anybody in that room. But they claim they knocked on the door, and the person said, no, we didn't order a pizza, and so they left. So we called like 2 hours later, and we're like, where's our pizza? My son is glaring on the phone. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. There we go. Now you can even see me better. So we called them, and they said, it says here room 123. And I said, well, even if it does say room 123, that's your mistake, not mine, because I read it right off the card. And they, of course they wanted to, I don't think it's good business sense or whatever to argue with the customer or something like that, but it doesn't matter. They ended up bringing us the food.
With an attitude.
Yeah, and the driver showed up. She had a real attitude about it, like,
Yeah. Her attitude's part of what makes me think they put something in the soap in the food.
Yeah. Mom's pretty convinced they put something in the food.
I used to work in kitchens.
Normally, when you order a pasta bowl from Pizza Hut, it comes with a cover on the metal tin. It's a metal square tin, and it has a white cardboard cover on it, and then the tin foil is crimped down around it all the way around the top. I've gotten pasta bowls from from Pizza Hut several times, and that's how they come. This one didn't have a lid on it at all. It had been opened before it got to us. So that's, we think we're trying to get soap out of our system or something. It never did taste quite right anyway. But anyway, whether we're right or not, we're sick a little bit. Like I said, we don't feel sick. We just have a digestive thing going on. And it could be something else that we picked up from sleeping in a park or anything. It could be any of those. Domino's is the way to go. And that's we usually do get from Domino's because they have good sandwiches and stuff too. But there wasn't one in that particular town.
Robert Witzel's still with you, bro.
Hey, Bob, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's great to see you. For y'all that don't know, Robert Wetzel there, that is better known as Bob. He and I were in the CBs together for a couple years. We played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and did other embarrassing things. Drank a little bit too much together, Sang karaoke a little bit too much, probably. It's good to see you on there, man. So tomorrow there's it's a congressman we're supposed to meet. Some state troopers are going to give us like a blue light escort across the state line. There's some, he said the minister said that he's going to buy our lunch, he's going to buy us dinner, he's going to get us a shower.
Supposed to be a television crew.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a TV crew there. There's supposed to be a newspaper crew there. It's a really cool thing for something like for them to open their, to open up like that for us when we come through. It's really cool. Molly's doing great. The day after that is going to be a short walk. I think it's only 4 or 5 miles because we'd planned out the next 5 days, but the church that we wanted to stay at never replied to any of our inquiries. So this next church, which was 5 or more miles down the road, did. So we're going to stay there, and then so that only gives us a half of the normal distance the next day. So we got about a 4, 5, or 6 mile. I haven't looked at it on the GPS yet. Walk the day after tomorrow, and that will put us at a hotel that's right on the river down in, what's the name? Do you remember the name of that town?
We'll be in the river at
Florence, Alabama. And then from Florence, we're going to head west. We're going to cut back across the Natchez Trace Parkway. We're not going to walk on it. We're kind of following it down the side. And then we're going to go through Luca. I think Luca's in Mississippi. It might still be in Alabama. But then once we cut over into Mississippi, we're going to head back down toward Tupelo and Pontotoc and Hurricane, where my sister lives.
Did you read Linda's post?
Mom says I got to go back and read Linda's post. Okay. I don't see it.
Got under Cody saying he is a good singer. It says, hang in there, my brother, sharing your videos and posts to 2 vet groups, plus my friends at Facebook, getting the word out.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Thank you very much, Linda.
From the Army medic.
And then Colonel Dave put, what time will it going across the border? 1 o'clock. I talked to that minister. I talked to the sheriff. The current estimated time for crossing the state line is going to be at 1 o'clock. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Linda. That was very nice. Robert says, Molly, remember to keep Joe safe and out of trouble. Yeah, she's real good at that. When people come up to us on the side of the road or something like that, she always puts herself between me and the stranger, and then once I start talking to them, when I'm done talking to them, she'll jump up at me and like stare me in the face. I think she's reading my body language when she does that to see if I'm okay. So.
And how many times did we get stopped on the road today?
Oh yeah, we got stopped probably 4 or 5 times today by different cars driving by. One guy stopped and he didn't say much. I guess he was in a hurry. But he handed us a great big watermelon, which we still haven't cut into. It's sitting on the table over there. Got a couple really good donations today, which is going to help because me and Mom's wallets are getting a little thin.
Kristen's going to try and get in touch with the congressman in Tupelo.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's a veteran.
Yeah, Kristen says I'm going to try to get in touch with the local congressman and see if he will be home when you are in Tupelo. That's awesome. Thank you. Let's see.
Dave's going to be at the crossing.
All right, cool, Dave. Yeah, that'll be awesome. I appreciate you coming, showing your support. Oop. There. Aaron says Kristen was also going to the news in Tupelo also to see what they can do. Yeah, that'd be great. Any of y'all, you don't have to be in the state where I'm at or be in my path. If you want to call if you want to call newspapers of towns that you think I'm going to be going through or even near, my aunt's doing a lot of that for me, and so is my wife and my father. But the thing is, one person calls with a tip, they might brush that off. But if several people call, it might, it might become something more. If there's more of a demand to see a story about me and Mom and Molly walking, and and the cause that we're doing, then by all means, feel free to go out there and do some of that stuff if you want to do it. If you know some veteran pages, if you're part of some veteran pages or some PTSD, whether it's combat or not, or suicide pages, whether they're veteran suicide or not, or first reactor, first responder, pages, please, by all means, help spread the word. That'd be great. That'd be very, very awesome. There's a pool here. I was entertaining the thought of going swimming, but I think they're closed. The water fountain over there is stopped. And when I'm done talking to y'all, I'm probably going to walk up here to the Subway and get me and Mom some dinner. Also, I don't know if she's on here right now, but Renee, a woman that helped me out early on when I was still in North Carolina down at the bottom of the Dismal Swamp, she has been a faithful follower ever since she met me. She came down to the park a couple times just to talk and to bring me some awesome oatmeal and some other foods. She also put me in contact with some other people. She also let me stay about 10 miles down the road from there. She let me stay in a building that they were purchasing and remodeling. And now here, the most recent thing she's done is I think that she made them all herself. She made a bunch of hats and sent them to my wife in Indianapolis.
Crocheted or knitted?
Yeah, they're knitted or crocheted. I've seen them, a picture of them, but I don't know much about them. But they're really cool looking hats. I don't know if they're quite my style, but I'll definitely get some pictures of me wearing one of them and post them. But if you guys see them on there, please be kind. We don't want to hurt people's feelings. Everybody that's doing anything for me is doing it out of love and the kindness of their heart. They're doing it to support the cause, to help veterans. If I post some pictures, please be kind about the pictures.
Marie wants to know, what time do you think you'll be going live tomorrow? Hopefully we'll go live.
Yeah, I'll be going live. I'll for sure be live at 1 o'clock my time. Because I want to be live for the whole process of going over the state line. So the planned time for that is 1 o'clock. And then tomorrow evening again at 7 o'clock my time as usual. Hi Karen, hi Gigi. I see that you're on there. Thanks for sharing.
What time is it here now?
Right. Well, here now it's just after 7. It's 7:14 here. I'm not sure what time it is in Cali. So, I mean, it's just been a great day. A lot of cool things are falling into place. The likes on the page have been a little stagnant at about 2,700, which is awesome number. I'm not complaining about how high it is, but I'd love to see that number get up to 3,000. So please tell your friends. Please share the page with your friends. I would love to see that page get to 3,000. That would blow all of my expectations completely out of the water. I never thought it would get to 1,000, much less 2,700. But just seeing all the support I'm getting has really been encouraging. It's really helped me feel like I can actually do this. The fact that today is my 100th day of walking, which is, it doesn't feel like that at all. It really only feels like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Time is just flying by. My wife even commented that she couldn't believe I'm already a third finished almost. It's just been incredible. But I'm reinvigorated with the thought that I can actually do this. and it's such a great thing. All the support that the cause is getting, and that all of you are giving me personally. Thank you for the congratulations. That's awesome. Oh, you're everybody that thanks me personally. I can't. It's hard for me to even take any kind of credit, because all I'm really doing is walking. I'm just trying to encourage people to choose life and to inspire people to help make changes. And I'm not putting out much more effort than walking. And I really appreciate everybody's gratitude. Some days I don't feel like I deserve it. The other day when I flipped out and took the baseball bat to my took my baseball bat to my cart, I was done. I was quitting. And it seems like every time I hit a real low spot, something awesome happens within a day or two that just brings me back. And the opportunity to meet a senator, actually have a conversation with him, and he, my father told me he talked to him for quite a, or not talked to him, but talked to the minister, and then I talked to the minister, and he told me that he wants to do something for veterans in the state of Alabama. I'm not sure what that means. He's a Republican. That doesn't mean anything either way to me, because I'm neither. I don't choose I don't choose parties. I choose causes. So it's we'll just have to see where he lies on the subject, and hopefully I don't have his name yet, or I do have his name, but it's on my phone, on my text message, and I can't look at it while I'm going live, and I was going to write it down, and then I forgot to write it down. It's are you asking Dad real quick?
No.
Dad, I haven't seen Dad post on here yet, which means he's probably fallen asleep or forgotten I'm going live, which is fine. He is him. But I have the name. I'm sorry, I don't. I'm not sure exactly.
Shelby?
I'm not exactly sure what his title is. I don't think it's Shelby, is it?
I don't know. I never heard it.
I don't think so. I don't think it's
Senator Shelby.
Shelby. And I might be wrong about him being a senator. I have to.
We're not sure.
A member of the House of Representatives is a
Yeah.
senator, right?
I don't know. I don't know what.
I don't know either. Dad said senator,
Yeah.
didn't he?
I don't know.
Here I am, probably putting out misinformation again.
Not sure we'll know in the morning.
I can look on my. No, I think his name was Brooks. I think his last name was Brooks.
And he might not be a senator.
And he might not be a senator. I might be putting out false information. I'll figure it out.
Senate and House are two separate things.
Okay, well then he's a representative. That's what he was telling me, or that's what I was told. He's a representative. So I'll have to look it up.
I think
But I believe his last name was Brooks, now that I think about it. But I can't remember his first name. Maybe Ellis. That's probably wrong. Don't look up Ellis Brooks. That's probably very wrong. It matters, but right now it doesn't matter. Tomorrow I'll have all that information written down in my handy dandy notebook, and it's I call it my external memory, because my internal memory is corrupted. But I'll have my external memory updated and be able to relay that information to you guys tomorrow. But so that's about it. That's all that's really going on today. The cat has stopped meowing, so that's awesome. Molly seems a little lethargic this afternoon. I don't really know what her deal is, unless her paws just aching or she's just tired. Mo Brooks, that might be it. Yes, I think that's it. Mo Brooks.
yes, Marie.
Yes. So maybe you can correct me and tell me exactly what he is and what he does. That'd be awesome. So I'm not putting out misinformation. You guys ready for some push-ups? I know that some of y'all aren't doing your push-ups. You're just watching me. He's a U.S. representative. Okay, well, that's good enough for me. That's not president, but oh well. Maybe I'll meet the president, which, really doesn't make much of a difference to me. Again, I am not a Republican or a Democrat. And I'll stop right there. I'm going to go ahead and do these push-ups and knock them out. All right. Oh, I'm not going to get down on my knees on that gravel. I have to do it over here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. So I was watching one of my videos, or actually it wasn't my video. It was a video that a reporter came down and did while we were at the campground a few days ago. And I can totally see some weight loss that I hadn't noticed before. Sitting back in a chair, normally in the position I was sitting in, it's a less flattering position. I got the big gut sticking out. But the gut wasn't nearly as prominent as it was before. So I'm definitely, I'm out of breath. I'm definitely losing some weight. I think everybody's right. I think I'm just turning it into muscle, and that's why I'm not seeing it as much on the scales as I think that I should. I'm getting, not really tone, but I can see lines in my arms and stuff that weren't there before.
Your legs look like pie-pies.
Yeah, from the knees down, I look like an athletic runner or something. It's just massive knots of muscle down there. I don't get tired nearly as much as I used to walking up the hills or just walking. I think that if Molly wasn't with me, I could probably easily do 15 miles a day. And maybe once she goes home, I'll be able to start doing that. I love you too, honey. She calls me long-haired Native American Italian. Beast. If the boys are watching, hi. I love you guys, William and Brennan. I love you. I love you guys. Don't give your mom too much crap.
The diabetes?
Huh?
How's your diabetes?
Oh, it's good. I've actually cut way back on taking my metformin. It's a diabetes pill that you're supposed to take. It encourages lower blood sugars. I've had to cut back on it because my blood sugars have been dropping down into the 60s and 70s. So I obviously don't need lower blood sugars if my blood sugars are in the 60s and 70s. So they're really close to normal levels now, which is awesome. It's as long as I don't get off the trail and get fat again, then I think I've pretty much kicked its butt. But once you get a diagnosis of diabetes, it doesn't go away. You're always considered diabetic, like being an alcoholic, I guess. So I just have to stick with it and control it and watch it for the rest of my life. Stay in better shape than I was, at 330 pounds. When I first got diagnosed, the back of my legs were turning black. You may have seen obese or morbidly obese people walking around, and they look like they have huge bruises on their legs. That happens when you get diabetes. I really don't know what causes it or anything, but I was freaking out. I went to the doctor. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're diabetic. So here's some meds, and you need to lose weight or you're gonna die soon." So, so the walk is helping with that. Cody says, don't forget to text that to my doctor. Well, I don't have her number or anything. And I doubt that they're going to give you the information for that.
Should be on your bottle.
It might, her personal number?
Well, probably.
I'll check it out.
Maybe.
I doubt
Her
it,
name
because it comes
anyway,
from the
you
VA.
can do
You
it.
know, it's,
Oh, that's right.
they mail it, and it's bad circulation. But I mean, mine have gone completely away. I've got my legs seem to be really tan, but I think that's from the sun and not from black spots.
Yeah, it's tan to your pant leg, to your
Yeah,
shorts.
and like right here, see that right there?
Yeah.
That I've got some scar tissue on the back of my legs. That also make my legs look a lot darker on the back, because when I was about 14 or so, I was running from my Uncle Mark, and I went to run across the driveway, and I think the concrete was wet or something, and I slipped and slid up underneath the front end of a car, a parked car, and basically got asphalt rash real bad on the back of both of my legs. An abrasion, I guess, is the correct term. And it took weeks to heal, and when it healed back, it was a real dark scar. Hyperpigmentation, I think, is what it's called. But even that's starting to fade. Says, you and I both need to eat more fruits and vegetables and less pasta and bread. That is absolutely the truth. I love bread. It's good. It goes good with every meal. Pasta, I don't eat a lot of pasta, really. I do eat some. I mean, pizza, I guess, it might be considered pasta, but I'm trying to eat better out here walking. Yeah, me and Mom get a craving for some pizza or some Chinese or something like that, but I don't eat nearly as much as I used to. When I first started doing this, I'd get a hotel room by myself, I'd order a large pizza by myself, and I'd eat the whole damn thing by myself. Now I eat maybe a quarter to a half of it. Mom eats one or two slices, and Molly cleans up the rest usually.
He says it's a Copeland thing.
Yeah. But I love everybody. I see my numbers are starting to drop a little bit since my push-ups. So I just wanted to, put it out there that things are going really good for us.
Show my bedroom.
Yep. This is our bedroom for the night. We set up our beds on the picnic tables here. That's the bathroom, and this is the rest of the park. You've seen it behind me most of the time I've been talking. But yeah, if you got veteran friends, please call them. Make sure they're okay. If you not even friends, if you just know a veteran, give them a call. I'm sure that they're having a hard time with something in their life. Everybody's always got something going on in their life. So just make sure your friends and family are happy. Give them a call, smile, get them to smile. Don't talk about the war or battles or combat or anything like that. And just do what you can. Help people out. If you know any first responders, same thing. If you know anybody that on a regular basis seems sad to you, just give them a call, tell them a joke. But that's about it for today. I love all of y'all. I'm going to go get something from Subway. Deuces.